Had no need to fight tonight.
Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from SC22040 want to present about Segmental reporting MFRS 8 and Interim reporting MFRS 134. The company that my group chose for this group project is Sunway Berhad. Company background. On the 1974, Sunway was founded on the concept of sustainable development. Moreover, Tan Sri Datuk Seri Dr. Jeffrey Chiafutling is a founder and current chairman for Sunway Berhad. It began with the development of Sunway City, Kuala Lumpur, a tin mining wasteland to an integrated smart and sustainable township. Tan Sri Datuk Seri Dr. Jeffrey Chiafutling left his employment and started his own company with a setup capital of 100,000 ringgit Malaysia. Now, Malaysia is the largest conglomerate with core interests in real estate, construction, education, healthcare, retail, and hospitality. Sunway has adopted the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as a framework in which our core business strategy will open to promote the needs of our communities. Next, Sunway have 6 capitals which are human, natural, social, intellectual, financial, and manufacturing. Other than that, Sunway's stakeholders are customers, employees, government and industry affiliations, local communities and NGO, shareholders, and suppliers. Sunway vision is to be Asia model corporation in sustainable development and innovating to enrich life for a better tomorrow. Besides, Sunway mission are: first, empowering our people to deliver enhanced value to all stakeholders. Second, embracing sustainability in our business processes and decisions. And lastly, attracting and nurturing a talented and progressive workforce for the digital era. Furthermore, Sunway's core value consists of integrity, humility, and excellence. Besides, Sunway have 13 business divisions such as real estate, constructions, retail, hospitality, leisure, healthcare, education, financial and investment services, trading and manufacturing, building materials, quarrying, real estate investment trusts, and digital. Then, 50 locations worldwide and 16,000 employees. Sunway created a sustainable future for all. 3 public listed companies from a real estate value chain that is centered around socially responsible business practices are Sunway Berhad, Sunway Construction, and Sunway REIT. Finally, market capitalization for Sunway is 8.042 billion ringgit Malaysia as at 31st December 2020.
Factors to consider having a segment reporting. An operating segment is a component of an entity that engages in business activities from which it earns revenue or incur expenses, including inter-segment transactions. According to MFRS 8, it allows the entity to aggregate similar operating segments if the segments have similar long-term financial performance, economic characteristics, and following aspects. First, nature of the product or services. Second, nature of the production process. Third, type of class of customers. Fourth, method used to distribute the products and services. Nature of the product or services. Sunway Berhad's principal activities are property development, property investment and real estate investment trust (REIT), leisure, hospitality, construction, trading and manufacturing, quarry, healthcare, building materials, others. The nature of the production process. Property development. They develop innovative residential, commercial, and retail properties. Property investment and REIT owns an extensive portfolio for retail assets, hotels, offices, university campuses, student accommodations, medical center, and industrial asset. Leisure. Sunway's leisure division offers thrilling adventures to international and local visitors through its two signature theme parks. Hospitality. Hospitality division operates 11 hotels and resorts in Malaysia, Cambodia and Vietnam, representing a collection of over 3,300 guest rooms, suites and villas. Construction. It offers a full range of integrated services from building, civil and infrastructure engineering, foundation and geotechnical engineering, mechanical, electrical and plumbing services, renewable energy services to the manufacture and sale of precast concrete products. Trading and manufacturing. The division offers a wide range of well-established in-house brands and agency lines. Quarry. The supply of single-size and blended aggregates and production of asphalt for the paving of roads and highways. Healthcare. Offering a comprehensive range of tertiary health services and advanced treatment options. Building materials and consists of three core segments: interlocking concrete pavers, vitrified clay pipes, and spun piles. For type or class of customers are local and international customers, employees, government and industrial affiliation, local communities and NGOs, shareholders, suppliers. Method used to distribute the products and services. Sunway Berhad had expanded their products and services domestically and globally. There are about 50 locations. Countries that involved with are Malaysia, Singapore, China, Australia, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Indonesia, Myanmar, India and the United Kingdom. Type of segments. There are two types of segment, which are business segment and geographical segment. Under business segment, the company have property development. It develop of residential and commercial properties. Property investment. It comprises property investment, REIT, leisure and hospitality. It is a management, operation and letting of properties, operation of theme parks, rendering, recreational club, facility, travel agent and time-sharing businesses, management of operation of hotels and investment in real estate investment fund. Construction. Construction of building and civil works and provision of mechanical, electrical and piling works. Trading and manufacturing. Trading and manufacturing of construction and industrial products and building materials. Quarry. Quarrying, manufacturing and supplying of premix, manufacturing of ready-mix concrete and production of building stones. Healthcare. Operation of medical centers and provision of medical consultation services. Investment holdings. In management and letting of properties, provision of financial services to companies within the group, as well as holding of investment in the shares of subsidiaries, associates and other investment. And lastly, others. Manufacturing of vitrified clay pipe, concrete pipe, interlocking pavers, pretension, spun concrete piles, precast, micro-injection piles, reinforced concrete piles, Eurotiles, blocks and concrete products, provision of secretarial and share registration services, provision of management services, underwriting of insurance, lease and hire purchase, financing, interior design and renovation, loyalty program, investment in online media, electronic parcel locker operator, operation of petrol kiosk, online remittance and money services, retail of pharmaceutical products and provision of venture capital fund management. Under geographical segment, they have Malaysia, Singapore, China, India, Australia, Indonesia, United Kingdom and other countries. To identify the chief of decision making, CODM and its responsibility. CODM is a function and not necessarily a person. That functions is to allocate resources to and assess the performance of the operating segment. It is likely to vary from entity to entity. It may be the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, the Chief Operating Officer, COO, the Senior Management Team, or Board of Directors. CODM of the Sunway, Dato' Tan Kia Lok. Position is Senior Managing Director, Chairman's Office. He supports the Chairman of Sunway Group in areas of new business ventures, strategic partnerships and collaboration. Evan Chia Hian Shin. He is a child of Tan Sri Dato' Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Fok Ling, who is an Executive Chairman and major shareholder of Sunway. His position is Executive Vice President in the President Office. He is a Chief Executive Officer for the China. He is responsible for China Cooperation Office and the development of new business opportunities for Sunway Group in China. Chong Chang Chong, Group Chief Financial Officer, is responsible for overseeing the corporate finance and treasurer functions. Dato' Dr. Lee Weng Keng, Chief Executive Officer for Healthcare Division, the leadership for growing and developing the business of Sunway Education Group Sendirian Berhad. Chung So Kyong, the Group Managing Director for Construction Division. He is responsible for the overall management of business, research and development activities to achieve growth and profitability. Wong Fok Chai, Chief Executive Officer for the Trading and Manufacturing Division. He is instrumental in expanding the business to many overseas countries and also establishing manufacturing companies for some of the products. Lee Chuan Seng, Chief Executive Officer for the Quarry Division. He led the expansion of the quarry and asphalt operations of the total of 8 quarries and 24 asphalt manufacturing plants in the ever-changing and dynamic construction market. Danny Ng Bon Liang, Chief Executive Officer for the Building Materials Division. Oversees the Building Material Division, which includes the interlocking concrete pavers and compressed concrete slabs, vitrified clay pipes and jaking pipes and spun piles for Malaysia. Chan Hoi Choi. He is a Chief Executive Officer for the Sunway Malls and Theme Parks. He oversees the portfolio of 7 malls and 2 theme parks. Next is Lau Beng Long. He's Managing Director for the Healthcare Division. He overlooks the Healthcare Division of the Sunway Groups. He's in charge of Sunway Medical Center, Bandar Sunway, Sunway Medical Center, Velocity, and spearheading the planning and project management of new hospitals and other healthcare facilities in the major cities of Malaysia and Singapore. For Fu Chiang Wen, she is a Chief Human Resources Officer for the Group Human Resources. He is instrumental in formulating strategies to refine in the learning culture and elevate talent and organizational practices at Sunway, including talent acquisition, learning and development, talent management, total rewards, and performing management.
Okay, a company should consider the aggregation criteria first, which in MFRS 8 states that the entity is allowed either to combine or aggregate one or more segment, which reported as one with similar economic characteristic. If and only if certain other criteria has been identified, company has to be made as to whether it has been reported, because not all of it need to be reported separately. It only required report if they exceed the quantitative threshold. The quantitative threshold is used to test either the operating segment need to be separate or not. The quantitative threshold are divided into 3. The first one is revenue. Revenue must include both sales to external customer and internal segment sales or transfer should 10% or more of the combined revenue, internal and external of all operating segment. The second one is profit or loss. If it reported the profit or loss is 10% more when the combined reported profit of all operating segment that did not report a loss and the combined reported loss of all operating segment that reported a loss. And the last one is asset. The asset also should be 10% or more of combined asset of all operating segment. Where in general, whenever the company want to choose either revenue, profit or loss, or asset, they must be 10% or more. There are 4 things that we should know in order to do the test. The first one is apply quantitative threshold 10% test using revenue test. And for Sunway Berhad, it is much easier if we choose revenue to do the 10% test. The second one is consists of 8 segment as at 31st December 2019. It is property development, property investment, construction, trading and manufacturing, quarry, healthcare, investment holding, and others. The third is using 10% test to segregate either reportable or non-reportable segment. And lastly, total revenue each segment divided total revenue all segment times 100% equals to 10%.
As has been explained by Hariss, we will use revenue for us to test the 10% quantitative threshold. First, we go through in a property development segment. By using the total revenue amounted 598,724 divided by the total revenue of all segments amounted 4.7 million times with 100% will result by 12.52%. Next, in the property investment segment, the total revenue amounted 1.024 million divided by 4.78 million and also times with 100% will result 21.42%. Using the same formula for all each segment, they will result by 55.81% in construction segment, 22.92% in trading and manufacturing segment, 7.83% in quarry segment, 12.31% in healthcare segment, 19.61% in investment holding, and last but not least, 7.02% in other segment. Here we can see that 2 from all segments will not treated as reportable segments, which 2 of it are quarry and other segment, because it is below than 10%, which is 7.83% and 7.02% when we test it using the 10% quantitative threshold, and the rest 6 segments we treated as reportable segment in Sunway Berhad. Next, the 75% rule. In these rules, the total external revenue attributable to those reportable segments must not less than 75% of the entity's total revenue, where it can be calculated by the external revenue of segmental report divided by total revenue of segment and times with 100%. But if not meet the 75%, an additional reportable segment should be identified
until at least the 75% of the entity's total external revenue is included in its reportable segment. Therefore, in Sunway Berhad, the 75% rules can be calculated by 4.17 million divided by 4.78 million total revenue or segment and times with 100% and will resulted by 87.28%, which more than 75%. Therefore, all reportable segments remain as it. It is unnecessary to identify additional reportable segment in Sunway Berhad. Now, we will go through the segmental report which divided into two reportable and other reportable. The reportable consists of property development, property investment, construction, healthcare, investment holding and trading, and manufacturing segment, and the other remaining two segment will be in other reportable segment, which is quarterly and other segment. First, we look at the revenue. The total revenue consists of external and inter-segment for both segments, result by 4.78 million. Next, go to the profit or result, which consists operating profit, finance and other distribution income, finance cost, share of result associates, share of result of joint venture, profit before tax (PBT) and income tax, and result in profit net profit for year 2019 for both segments by 836,557 ringgit. In segment asset include investment in associate, investment joint venture, and an allocated asset will be result in total asset both segment by 23.55 million. In liability segment can be summed up for both segment by 13.37 million, and last but not least the other segment information which have capital expenditure, depreciation and amortization in result by 233,580 for both of it.
Okay, now I will proceed to explain about the advantage and disadvantage of segment. First advantage are transparency. Analysis, potential investor and other stakeholders need to complete information to evaluate the sustainability and growth of the company. This segment will make CODM easy to monitor the performance of its management. Sunway Berhad can compare and contrast between sectors of each year. Okay, the second advantage are it will provide better understanding the performance of its company. This segment will make us understand better about the Sunway Berhad. It allows financial statement user to get a better sense of fluctuation that might affect overall number for each segment. For example of segment report, it can tell us which segment contributed more to the company. The marketer can modify his product and marketing appeals suit to the target segment. The last advantage is provide better access to the risk and return of the company. The disclosure of financial information can make investors believe about the risk and return about the company. It is because each segment will show their own performance. Based on their performance, CODM can decide which segment needs more attention if it falls below the good performance. I will proceed with the disadvantages. Firstly, it will increase the cost. Cost the production rise due to the shorter production runs and product. The cost of the close will increase the company operating costs. As the company need to incur more costs to add more additional information. Okay, the last one is potential detriment to the reporting company of disclosing information about individual segment. The investor and external user might have difficulty to understand segment information. It also may cause the wrong decision on investment decision making.
Next, we go to the interim reporting part. First of all, I will do the explanation on the basis preparation used in interim reporting and will be continued by the others. Basis preparation are divided into two methods, which are integral method and discrete method. In integral method, in interim report is a fraction of the annual report where can use the formula of annual values times with fraction of reporting period. The other one method is discrete method, which it will be prepared in separate period, for example, quarterly, or prepared on periodic basis. Both can be used and it depends on each organization. Therefore, Sunway Berhad will apply the discrete method because it is prepared separate period. which is quarterly.
There are two accounting policies used in this interim report. The first one is seasonal and cyclical factor. The result for the current quarter under review were not materially affected by seasonal or cyclical factor, except for the leisure and hospitality segment, which normally peaks during major festive season and holiday. And the second one is changes in estimate. There were no changes estimate that have a material effect on the amount reported for the current quarter ended 31st December 2019.
Identify the types of interim reports prepared by the company. They prepared unaudited condensed consolidated income statements, unaudited condensed consolidated statements of comprehensive income, unaudited condensed consolidated statement of financial position, unaudited condensed consolidated statements of changes in equity, unaudited condensed consolidated statement of cash flow, selected explanatory notes. The financial year end for this company is as at 31st December 2019.
Now I will explain about the interim report. So Sunway Berhad choose to report his financial statement quarterly in the year. For the first quarter, January until March, second quarter is April until June, and third quarter is July until September, and fourth quarter is October until November. Okay, so now period of current and comparative of each statement prepared by the company. Since Sunway Berhad choose prepare interim report quarterly, so we choose quarter 4 for the current interim report. So first is income statement. Sunway Berhad report his current interim period from 1 October 2019 until 31st December 2019, and for the comparative from 1 October 2018 until 31st December 2018. For the statement of comparative income, its report from 1 October 2019 until 31st December 2019, and the comparative from 1 October 2018 until 31st December 2018. For the statement of financial position, Sunway Berhad report cumulative from at 31st December 2019, and for the comparative at 31st December 2018. For the statement of changes in equity, the current interim report is from 1 October 2019 until 31st December 2019, and comparative from 1 October 2018 until 31st December 2018. Same goes to the statement of cash flow. Its report for the quarter 4 at 1 October 2019 and until 31st December 2019, and its comparative from 1 October 2018 until 31st December 2018.
The effect before and after adjustment. Adjustment for depreciation and amortization is 233,580. Fair value loss on investment properties is 11323, and fair value gain on investment property is 48462. Before adjustment, we can see at statement of financial position as at 31st December 2019 extract. Investment property is 1967052, and total assets is 23553,148. After adjustment, we can see at statement of financial position as at 31st December 2019 extract. Investment property is 2004191. After we deduct before adjustment for investment property 1967052, with adjustment fair value loss on investment properties 11323, and add on adjustment fair value gain on investment property 48462. And next, we can see total assets after adjustment is 2331956. After we deduct before adjustment for total asset 23553,148, with depreciation and amortization 233,580. That is all. Thank you so much for your attention. See you again in next session. Bye bye.